Hi everyone, tudo bom? This is Darcy and today I'm going to give you one of my most requested videos, more advanced tutorials using the Foreo Bear. So today I'm going to focus on the eye lift area, which I've been doing a lot of great moves that helps really help with hooded eyes, with lifting your eyes, with making you look more awake, and also depuffing. So this video would be dedicated for the eye area. So if you want to see the full eye lift tutorial, keep on watching. This video is going to cover a lot of things, so I'll leave timestamps below so you can jump anywhere in the video. But before we get to this video, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell. Now let's get to it. Foreo Bear is a microcurrent tool device that I love. I would say my Foreo Bear is literally my favorite microcurrent tool. I have other microcurrent tools, but the reason it's my favorite is mostly because it is quick to use and I do see results. I have a whole review on the Foreo Bear with before and afters and a full advanced tutorial for the whole face, and I'll leave that in the description box below if you want to get more information about Foreo Bear, because on this video I'm going to be dedicated to the advanced tutorial for the eye lift. So if you need more information about these tools, I'll definitely check those videos first and then come back here for the advanced tutorial. I get questioned a lot about which one to get, and I'm happy I have both, but if you can only get one, I would suggest get Foreo Bear Regular Size, because even though the probes are a lot bigger, I have adapted this so you can use in the eye area, and I'm going to show you this on this video today. And the Foreo Bear Mini is really perfect for the eye area and smaller areas. But if you only have the Foreo Bear Mini, you can also do your whole face with it as well. But the main difference between those two, besides the probes being smaller, and this one being a little more comfortable for smaller areas, is that the Foreo Bear Mini can only go to level 3 and the Foreo Bear full size can go to level 5. So it really is up to you, your budget, and your needs. I have developed this tutorial based on a lot of my other tools that I have and love, and adapting to work with the bear and also following the muscle direction that I talk about on the other video as well. So I'll have on the screen a photo of your face and the muscle direction. And as I mentioned before, when you use microcurrent, it's really important to follow the muscle direction. On the first part of the tutorial, I'm going to talk about the movements and the reasons why I'm doing the movements. I'm also going to show the graph of your face with all the muscles. And on the second part of the video, I'm going to have the whole full tutorial, not speaking. In case you watch this tutorial, learn, and you want to do it with me, you can just jump to the tutorial part and we can do it together. So now let's go to the tutorial. Always make sure to do it on a freshly cleansed face. And I'm going to put a serum on now because microcurrent helps to push the ingredients in. And I'm going to use the Skin Deva 20% Argireline with hyaluronic acid and Matrixil 3000. That is the routine that I usually do when I do my microcurrent. You want to put a microcurrent gel. I love the New Face gel. It's the Gel Primer Hydrated Leave-On formula. This is what I mostly use, mostly because you don't have to wash it off and it just works great. But you can totally use even aloe vera gel or any ultrasound gel. You make sure you slather on your eyebrow as well. And I'm going to put on my whole face, and you're going to see why in a minute, and my whole forehead. So for this side of my face, I'm going to be using the Foreo Bear on full size, and I'm going to be using on the level 5. So even though I'm using on that area, I'm putting on the rest of my face because there are a couple movements that I'm going to be going up and around, so you do want some slip on this side. So this first movement is going up, and I go all the way up to very close to the actual eye. And when it goes here, I actually go all the way up and hold. Because as you can see from your muscle, you do have lines that go up. And I've been finding that it really has helped with my hollowness in here to push this up. When you push this muscle up or the cheek muscle up, you do feel this eye area as well. Up, 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 and hold. And I'm also going as well on my crow's feet. So it's basically just moving. It's lifting the cheeks as well as lifting the eye. And you get a little bit of your crow's feet there too. And that kind of works for the whole face as well. You can totally adapt this one with the advanced tutorial. You can probably do them together if you like. I'm just showing multiple times just for demonstration purposes. But that is one of the movements. And you can already see that it starts lifting a little bit. The second movement that I do is actually in the whole forehead. Because if you see from the photo of the muscles, on your face muscles, you can see that the forehead muscles go up like this. And I go all the way to the hairline. Because when you lift your forehead, you are lifting your eye. So I like to do the forehead going up. And I usually do the whole forehead as a one thing. Even though you're doing your forehead, you're actually working on the eye area, and you can hold like for 5 seconds. So I guess it's easy to remember these movements by just going up here and here first. That's what I usually do. Even though you're working the eye area, you are lifting the muscles that will give you the best lift. So I just do that a few times. And now I'm going to go around the muscle of the eye, which is a round muscle. Because it's a round muscle, you again want to open the muscle up. So now that I work on this angle and this angle, we're gonna go around it. Underneath my brow, and holding it. Underneath my brow and holding it. Underneath the brow and holding it. Even though you have big probes, you do not want to touch your eyelid. I'm not touching the eyelid. I'm just focusing on this underneath the brow. And the other movement is you can slide and hold, slide and hold, slide and hold. Up again and hold, and you can see the probe is basically at my forehead. That's why you have to put the gel on the forehead, so that way you have conductivity. And hold. It's a lift and a hook. Lift, hook, hold. Lift, hook, hold. Lift, hook, hold. You already can see how different the eyebrows look. And the other movement, again, you're working to open the eye area, is on the internal part of the eye. So it's kind of like a combination. Go from here and hold. From here and hold. It's like a round movement that I feel like it gives a lift, and you hold at the inside of the eye. You already can see the difference between the side that you work on and the other side. Can you see? So those are basically the movements that I do that kind of are more focused with the eye. I would suggest when you're first starting up and you're working on the eye area with the regular size Foreo Bear, bring it down to level 3 just to start. And as you get used to it and you see how you get the results you want, then you can go up. But start on level 3 first, because I started on level 5 first, and I felt like it made my eye tired as opposed to lifted. And I think it was too strong at the time because my skin was not ready. But I've been using again the Foreo Bear for many months now, so I'm able to go to level 5, but you do not want to go high right away. Actually, ideally, you want to stay on level 3 on the eye area because it's a very delicate area. But I personally use on level 5 with no problem. But I definitely suggest when you're starting out, stay on level 3 when you use the regular size Foreo Bear for these movements that I just taught you. Now I'm going to show you how to do the same movements with the Foreo Bear Mini on this side of my face. I'll definitely use it on level 3. And apply the gel to the whole side of your face, because you're going to start from the bottom. And I'll say to your whole forehead, just easier. And make sure you apply on the actual brow and underneath the brow. Foreo Bear had a new update, and now the T-sonic positions only turn on when you touch your skin, and I have a whole video talking about that. I personally don't like that. I like having the T-sonic positions on at all time, and my Foreo Bear full size doesn't have that because I never updated. This one is the updated version and has the new software update, but still the same microcurrent. The microcurrent is on at all time. It's just the T-sonic position that just turns on in contact with the skin. So if you are like me and you don't like that new feature, I do this little hack that I taught you guys before, and I have a whole video that I talk about it. You can just put some gel on the actual probes, and that will make the probes to stay on at all times, and I personally like that. So anyways, so that's why I have gel on the actual probes. So let's do the same thing within the side. We're gonna first go up all the way to the eye, up and hold, and hold, and the second movement is going up into the forehead. I kind of do that when I do both sides, just going up. I think I need a little more gel there actually. I have a lot of gel here, so I just put more here. My baby hairs. This is just lifting the forehead, and I do both sides, and you can just hold it there a little bit too, because as you saw in the graph, if you lift the forehead, you are lifting your eye. You can go from here, from the outside, and hold. From the outside of the brow, and hold it right underneath the brow. Outside of the brow, and hold. And then you can do the same movement you did on the other side, which is the hook move, which is you sliding in and holding, slide and hold, slide, hook and hold, slide, hook and hold. This one is great because of the smaller probes. You can really get, especially if you have smaller eyes, that would work better. But again, you're not touching the eyelids at all. You're just staying right underneath your brow. Slide and hold. Slide, hook and hold, slide, hook and hold, slide, hook and hold. Okay, and now you're gonna go up here, and you can do this movement, which is the Rocky movement. Start from here, go follow that muscle and hold. Start from here, follow the muscle and hold. And that is the round movement. And that is usually where I end. Love these movements, you guys, and they really, really work. You can do any of these tutorials with any of these machines. If you have both of them, great. You can maybe just do the smaller one on the eye area if that's more comfortable for you because it has smaller probes. But as I showed in this tutorial, you can do all the movements with either one of them and you still get great results. You can combine this tutorial with my other advanced tutorial that I have made previously when I do the full Foreo Bear review. As you can see, those are different movements, so you can combine with them and do this at the end or during the tutorial, or you can just do this a few times a week if that works better for you. But I find that this gives me such a nice eye lift. I like doing this type of movements too, especially when I'm very puffy. It really helps to drain all the water, all the puffiness from my face. And I love that it's lifting the cheeks as well. And if you have eye hollows like I do, I'm finding that is really helping fill this area up, because when you lift the cheeks, you are filling the eye hollows. That happens as you get older. As you can see on previous videos, this was a lot more pronounced. And lifting the cheeks, it's really helping to fill this area up, and you're getting a bonus by lifting your cheeks with this up movement. And also by working on your forehead, again, you are working on the eye as well. Even though you are working on your forehead, you are lifting your eye area. As far as how long you do each movement, it really depends on the time you have available and your needs. But I find that personally, I do it on 2 I turn the machine on twice, sometimes 3 times, depending. If I'm really puffy, I do a third time, because I find that one side of my face is more droopy than the other. So I often like to work more on this side than I like on this side to balance it out. So it's really up to you. Since I've been using the Foreo Bear for a very long time now, I can totally tell you guys that I do see long-term results, because other microcurrent machines that I have used in the past, after I stop for a while, I lose my results so quickly. And with the Foreo Bear, I'm on and off using it. But since I've been using for a long time now, even when I stop using, it takes a long time to lose my results. And I do like to stop using the Foreo Bear when I'm using other machines to compare to you guys, but I find that my lift stays for a long time. So that is a really good thing about this machine that I definitely stand behind, that the results are long-term and they're long-lasting after you use it for a while. But in the beginning, you do have to use it daily, and I do mention that on my previous video. But after a long time using it, maybe 3 months using it, you do not need to use daily. You can use just a few times a week. And even if you skip a couple weeks, I find that you still keep your results. But just like exercise, any microcurrent tool you have to consistently use to keep your results, because it's just like exercising. Stop going to the gym, you're going to lose your results. But I find that my muscles get really well trained with the Foreo Bear, any of the ones that you have. And if for any reason you're not getting the results you want, make sure to watch my 6 tips on how to get the best results from microcurrent. On that video, I give great tips on how can you actually get better results. Now, let's do the full tutorial, not speaking. Feel free to get your Foreo Bear and do the movements with me. First, you add your microcurrent gel. Don't forget the forehead and the eyebrows. Start on level 3. You can always raise up the levels later as you get used to it, or if you find that you need it. If you have any questions, make sure to comment below. I love hearing from you guys. If you have any other suggestions of future videos, also make sure to comment below, and I'll see you next time. Bye.